It is now 15 years since the creation of the Rwanda Demobilization and Reintegration Commission, known as RDRC. In particular, the Commission was given the mission and responsibility of playing a role in contributing to peace in the region, unity and reconciliation within Rwanda. The Commission was then supposed to pursue and achieve its mission through the demobilization and reintegration of some former Rwanda Patriotic Army and FAR soldiers into ordinary civilian life. Later, the Commission's mandate was expanded to include receiving, demobilizing and reintegrating into civilian life Rwandese ex-combatants who disassociated from armed groups based on Congo such as FDLR, FOCA, Rudi Urunana and other groups. It is 15 years today since the Commission embarked on the task of receiving and reintegrating into civilian life ex-combatants from different armed groups. Within this, it is important to pose the question, so far, what has the Commission achieved? In particular, what has been and is the actual role and contribution of the Commission to peace in the region, unity and reconciliation in the country. In order to better understand the role of the Commission in contributing to peace in the region, unity and reconciliation in the country, we can start from the life of Lieutenant Colonel Denis Murego. Lieutenant Colonel Denis Murego joined Habyarimana's FAR army in 1987. After the defeat of FAR in 1994, Murego fled to Congo, formerly Zaire, with the remnants of the regime. At one time, he was one of the top commanders of FDLR, in charge of a brigade. In 2006, when he fell sick, war broke out in Bukavu. While still sick, he was abandoned on his deathbed by FDLR. Later, he was discovered by Rwandese Defense Forces, RDF, with minimal chances of survival. Tellingly, instead of killing him off as a treasonable adversary, the RDF treated him well, quickly moved him to safety, gave him medical care, and assisted him to recover. He was then handed over to the Demobilization Commission.
Barambambaza niba tumwakira tumukodekereza ambulance cyari muze ya bunde bayita gukunda bane ariko ni imbangukira gutabara iko bayita nabwo mumushyiremo tuzabira.
The Commission then demobilized Lieutenant Colonel Murego and assisted him to reintegrate into gainful civilian life. Today, Lieutenant Colonel Denis Murego is one of the most successful businessmen in the northern province and an opinion leader. How can Murego's success be understood and explained? According to RDRC officials and figures, Murego's success is not isolated but is one of the many successes registered by ex-combatants. It is directly attributed to the policy of unity and reconciliation and the policy of equal treatment of ex-combatants pursued by the Demobilization Commission. Like many other ex-combatants, the Commission gave Murego a demobilization package, including money. It's with this money that he used to invest in his business. Today, Murego is not only a successful businessman in Rubavu district, but is also one of the top leaders of KVSS Security Company. So, what does Murego himself understand and interpret RDF's act of saving his life and the Demobilization Commission assistance?
Yuko mbona yuko bafite abanyarwanda n'abantu navuga ko bafite icyo bihari ubwabo. Abanyarwanda bafite sano bahuza yabubatsemo kandi abanyarwanda barakundana kuko si byo gusa nari ndwaye siyo baraza barafata neza pe banaramvuza ndakira ntibantererana nabo bose twagwanaga
Why did RDF and RDRC treat Lieutenant Colonel Murego well, yet he was among the people fighting the government? Brigadier General John Peter Bagabo is a senior RDF military officer and a commissioner at the Demobilization Commission. He says Lieutenant Colonel Murego's treatment is the standard RDF treatment of prisoners of war.
Iby'umusirikare urwana bigenda yabo twita prisoners of war buriya nta bundi abantu babica kugira ngo bibe itandukanye no mwarwanaga bariya rero batagira n'icyo barwanira batumva n'ikirema mu nicyo aricyo ubundi iyo bafashe umuntu baramwica ariko twebwe twarabafataga tukabigisha ahubwo tukabinjiza muri RPA by then no muri RDF barahari baba integrated ahubwo tukabera
mu bo mwarwanaga na
kwamba none se ntabwo bazi bari integrated bakuru.
Jerome Dayimba ubusesiwe assistant wa General Bingira
ni umunji
yabonye na promotion ubundi yari General de Brigade ariko ubu yabaye General Major siwese umukurikira ntabwo ari wenyine hari na Colonel Karegeya ubu ba Regional Commander we Karegeya ubwe ashinzwe intara y'Amajyaruguru
ni wiyo
yaje avuye hakurya mu gicengezi.
Lieutenant Colonel Murego was demobilized in 2007. It was after his discharge from Kanombe Military Hospital, where he was treated after he was brought back sick from the DRC. At the hospital, he was not only given medical attention but humanly treated. To some, this might be surprising considering that Murego was fighting the government before his return to the country. However, Mr. Jean Sainzoga, the chairman of the Demobilization Commission, says that the treatment of Lieutenant Colonel Murego by the RDF and the Commission is neither surprising nor unique. He says many ex-combatants who were fighting the government were treated in the same way.
Uko mbibona navuga nturiya muntu arandwanya ariko arwanya kugira ngo garuke mu Rwanda arukunda nkuko ndukunda reka mufashe iki gihugu kigarukemo tukibanemo mwereke ko imitekerereze yavugaga yuko agomba kuba mu gihugu wenyine irafutamye kuko kuva kera umunyarwanda wese yarwaniraga kuba mu Rwanda akarengera umunyarwanda n'ibyivugo byacu nta bivuga ngo kuyisha umunyarwanda bivuga ko wishe umuntu uje kwica umunyarwanda.
Likewise, RDRP coordinator Mr. Musson Francis says their work involves implementing the provisions of the Constitution, such as Article 10, which states that Rwandans are sacred and inviolable, and all states' organs required to respect, protect and defend them without exception. To him, this was what was done to Lieutenant Colonel Murego.
Umunyarwanda kuba intavogerwa ni nayo mpamvu abantu bagoswe na FPR tubashyizeho ingamba tubashyireho uburyo bwo kubafasha gutahuka cyo ni kimwe. Icya kabiri gusubirana agaciro kabo nk'abanyarwanda, gusubira mu buzima busanzwe bw'umunyarwanda. Iyo bari mu mashyamba bagakora icyo bashaka cyose, kubica, kubambura, byose birashoboka.
Lieutenant Colonel Murego's life story is long. Retelling it would take a whole day, explaining how he joined the army expecting to defend the country and then ended up with FDLR and then rescued by RDF, the national army he was fighting. After the Tutsi genocide of 1994 and the defeat of the FAR forces, Murego, like the rest of his colleagues in the military, went to the DRC. While in Congo, defeated FAR members, alongside Murego, formed a militia group known as FDLR. Until he got sick and abandoned, Murego thought FDLR members were like brothers, they would die for each other. But why did Murego, a well-educated officer, initially refuse to work with a new government that helped stop the genocide and instead work alongside FDLR. Murego explains that he decided to join forces with his defeated colleagues because he thought they were friends and facing a common enemy.
ariko guterwa nabyo bikinarimo uko twazuzwe byaze bikunze tuzataha kari dutsinze cyane ko hari twaga abahubiri nibo tubira ngo muhumure ngo Imana ngo yaravuze ngo iri kumwe natwe ngo yanga abari mu Rwanda ikadukunda none ku muntu wasenze bikamujamo ni nk'umusinzi inzozi aramufata kugenda ntabinyaje bavuga bati twasenze Imana yavuze ko igihugu nzakibaha ko barazabakura mu konza birukana kuvuga tuti ubwo Imana yavuze izabikora.
However, to Lieutenant Colonel Murego, because the reasons of their fighting were ideologically empty, it didn't take long for the people he called friends that started suspecting him and some of his colleagues of betrayal, leading to splits.
Aricyo bitaga gacaca ubundi wari urubanza bacaraga umuntu bakamuha igihano kiremereye. Njyewe rero baravuze ngo ndi umugambanyi, icyambere cyo ngo impamvu imwe mu mpamvu zatumye badafata ya gisenyero rengero muri minsi 3 nuko bamwe muri twe bari muri jewe twasigaye muri Kongo ngo bamukuduhana bavuze njyewe vuga mu general Jerome ukwego mu kunyura muri Sud Kivu.
Murego realized the true beliefs of FDLR top leadership when he fell sick. He was abandoned and left to die in a lonely and painful life. He had no one to look after him nor care for him. At that time, he didn't have hope for survival. And then, Rwanda Defense Forces showed up and rescued him. He didn't expect this, but it happened. So why did RDF rescue Lieutenant Colonel Murego? Murego's treatment by the RDF leads one to pose the questions. When one is fighting enemies and capture some, do you treat them well, giving them medical attention and care, or you kill them off as enemies? To a law-abiding country like Rwanda, it's illegal not to care for those in need, says Brigadier General John Peter Bagabo.
umujyantege nke uramuprotektinga uvuga ngo buri gihe ufashe umuntu mu Rwanda aba yagize intege aba yanesheje buriya yaba arwaye yaba yizanye waba wamufashe burya ni wowe uba ufite igifunguzo kumwica rero kuri twebwe twigisha kiretse u Rwanda ntabwo bize twiga ko umuntu uje kugana umwica.
In addition, as a Rwandan, Murego had to be treated in accordance with his rights and enshrined in the Rwandan constitution, says Demobilization Commission officials.
mubafata kimwe tumufata nk'ingabo aho ubundi ikindi cyo nacyo kitangaza abantu baravuga batari ko uriya muntu mufata neza kuriya yari umwanzi yarameze kuki mu muringaniza n'uwarwanaga mu gihugu hagati kandi warwanaga hanze agira se kinumuti nibyo koko ariko n'umunyarwanda kigiye mufashe nk'ingano mbanje ko kumvisha ko ari ingabo nubwo arwanaga ari hanze nubwo arwanaga igihugu ashaka kujya gukingiramo agize Imana akakingiramo gikorera yakora u Rwanda uko yagiraga navuga noneho gereka mufate nk'ingabo y'u Rwanda uko ntangabo y'u Rwanda yigize seba iyo ni ndangagaciro y'ingabo y'u Rwanda ndamuzamuye ndetse kumwita inyangarwanda ntabwo nzamwita inyangarwanda mugize umunyarwanda tokusumbi mugi mwumvishe ko ari umunyarwanda
The Demobilization Commission is charged with ensuring that all ex-combatants, regardless of their background, are treated in accordance with the provisions of the Constitution. That is why Murego was given medical care and attention. The objective was both to respect his rights as a Rwandan and assist in rebuilding a common Rwandan identity based on equal treatment of all Rwandans. But wasn't Murego afraid of what would happen to him after treatment?
urabona jewe natangwa n'inkotanyi kuva muri 1990 kugeza 2007 twebwe rero iyo duhuye dusubira mu mateka yacu kuko buri basirikare ubone na wa mugani ndarije bapfa iyo duhuye ibitero bagabye twagabye tubisubiragamo reka ngo nk'urugero afana bigatwiza uganira icyenda kabiri yari mu birunga kuri gahinga bafite ikibura bitaga katibushe cyataga imizinga yari munsi kuri orthopede munsi na Alex Fire wewe yakinnye shambo noneho bakaza bitera bakabineza twaraganiye abyo ko yoharare nawe ntufane ni wowe atirijewe ati wabiteaga rero ukabigeze ukabibanje
RDRC officials explain that their goal is to take care of all the demobilized soldiers as a way of contributing to the culture of respecting all who fought for the country, rebuilding a strong Rwandan identity, and helping all ex-combatants to overcome poverty and want.
hari nk'abaza barwaye barashize hari nk'uwo baje kujya ku mupaka basanga yesi yana musirikare baterura kujyana amavuriro
ari bari bajugunye ku mupaka
ni abafudere nubwo badashaka ko abantu batahuka ariko iyo babonye nka ofisiye warwaye warembye wabananiye arimo kubagora barazana bakajugunya ku mupaka bati ajya gupfira ariko ntabwo bapfa kuko turabategura tukajya kubavuza bagakira bakanyura muri za ngando zacu barangiza bakajya gufatanya n'abandi.
Komisiyo ishyamba y'icyo yarantinyuye ndatinyuka iyo ikindi iranyigisha irampugura kwihangira umurimo iyo nari umusirikare mfite umurimo mpembego yanyigishije kwishakira umurimo narahinze rero n'umurimo nihimbiye iyo company noza izo za blancherie niyo cyber cafe n'umurimo kubera umenyi nagiye nkura mu masomo komisiyo d'organisation yakunze kuduha kenshi cyane mu cooperative.
This is the care that was extended to Lieutenant Colonel Murego after recovering from his illness. He was given a resettlement package, including money that he used as a startup capital to start his businesses. Besides the resettlement package, the Commission also keeps in touch with all ex-combatants and helps them to reintegrate into the socio-economic life of their country through providing vocational trainings, seminars, counselings, and encouraging them to form and work through cooperatives. This approach, according to Commission officials, helps ex-combatants in reintegrating in a sustainable way while advancing sustainable peace, unity, and reconciliation. What does Murego say about the approach of the Demobilization Commission? Does it advance sustainable peace, unity, and reconciliation?
ijana ku ijana bwo barahari kuko ingabo zarwanye narwanye muri exfar rwanya abashikari ba APR rwana mu gicengezi mwayo abashikari ba RDF turi kumwe nkubwiye ko bampaye inka gusa bambwira ngo hejuru y'ibyo ngibyo ikibi kiriho ni ikihe.
In the Rwandan culture, cows are considered sacred and exchanged as a sign of a lifelong friendship. It's done between friends. It's also done to express appreciation for a noble deed from a friend or neighbor. However, the person who gave Murego a cow upon his demobilization is a man who used to be in the Rwandese Patriotic Army, the force that defeated Murego's FAR, the army that Murego confirms he started fighting in 1990. So, what does the exchange of cows say between the two men and relations between Rwandans who used to be on opposing sides in the past?
Murego yarahungutse yari sinefsa n'umuntu ukomeye ariko ahereye kuri zero numva muhaye inka mu buryo bw'umwe n'ubwiyunge no kugira ngo anyiyumvemo ubundi mu Kinyarwanda inka n'umugeni ni ibintu bihuza abantu mu Kinyarwanda. Cyongereza babyita a sign of love. Iyo umuntu aguhaye inka cyangwa agaha umugeni ni ibintu wumva ko ari igihango. Nk'abantu barwanaga rero byari ngombwa kugira ngo tubiyegereze cyane banatwiyumvemo.
Besides exchanging of cows as a sign of reconciliation and friendships between ex-combatants, formerly from opposed military groups, the Commission also has programs that assist all ex-combatants to both reintegrate in their hills and get to know each other better to build trust as a basis for unity and reconciliation. But why does the Demobilization Commission treat all ex-combatants in the same way, yet some were fighting the government while others were defending the country?
Twishyira mu bikorwa hanyuma ikintu cy'akaruma bw'Abanyarwanda bubyara umutekano w'Abanyarwanda n'undi
nicyo gituma iyo avuyemo tukamuhugura akabifata neza ntagire ibindi bimurangaza atera imbere kandi akunguka agakira. Abenshi bamaze kugira inganda, abandi bamaze kugura amamodoka, abandi bubatse amazu, ubu n'abakiri
ari nabavuye muri Kongo
benshi
bagakora ubucuruzi ntihagire
erega nagira amaze kubwira yamaze gusezererwa akaba yiswe wavuye ku rugerero. Twebwe ntitureba ngo yavuye muri Kongo nangwa yavuye hehe, yitwa wavuye ku rugerero kubera ko aho avuye afite abasanze nibo yigiraho gukomeza ubuzima. Iyo amaze kuva ku rugerero akava muri ya centre ya Mutobo nangwa akaba avuye handi asezerewe yitwa wavuye ku rugerero, tumufata nk'undi munyarwanda wese uvuye ku rugerero.
Ariko aya mafaranga nakuye mu birayi bwa mbere kubera inkuba Mutobo yatumye nshinga cafe internet mu Ruhengeri.
Cafe internet y'inzicuruza
cafe ndandika ndafotora mfite abakozi bagera kuri bane mbemba 20 buri muntu mfite boulangerie na n'inzu ncuruza imikati yawe ndafi naho ntuye. Urabona no gutinyuka no kuba kuri musiki Nyarwanda kuko n'Abanyarwanda nk'abandi kumbisi ko ni santa neza mu buzima bwo gihugu kandi ko turengaza nk'ubwo abandi yatumye njana reba ni banse na nito Gisenyi nyakavuga kuri Petite Barriere wari ku 16
Rebuilding a new Rwanda for all Rwandans informs their policy of equal treatment for all ex-combatants regardless of how or where they were born or with whom they fought in the past. This is the policy that replaced the violation of the rights of Rwandans that led to the 1994 genocide against Tutsis. That was the objective of the RPF-led struggle to build a new Rwanda based on respecting the rights of all Rwandans, ensuring sustainable peace, built on unity and reconciliation. The Demobilization Commission's mission of ensuring unity and reconciliation is especially advanced through its policy of encouraging and helping ex-combatants to form and join cooperatives.
ntuvuge koperative gusa kuko koperative ubwo ntabwo yazana umwe n'ubwiyunge nuko bahuriyemo se baryana wenda reka dufate umurenge akagari umudugudu abantu barimo ubundi batuye hamwe bakwiye kuba bumva kimwe ariko nta politiki nziza iyi politiki ya cooperatives ni urugero rugaragara no mu bindi bihugu ko yateye imbere abayakoresheje neza iyo rero abantu batuye hamwe bahuje ibibazo n'ibisubizo by'ibibazo byabo bigomba gusa the approach ni uko abantu bagomba kuba mu makoperative hari ibintu bibuza umuntu gukora ku giti cye.
Through cooperatives, ex-combatants from different backgrounds not only work together for profit, but get a deeper understanding of each other, which helps them to overcome mistrust and past prejudices. The Commission also helped Lieutenant Colonel Murego to understand the benefits of working through cooperatives. As a result, Murego helped in the formation of Abunganira Mahoro Cooperative, based in Nyabihu district. Murego is the cooperative's president. He affirms, together with other fellow cooperative members, that the cooperative has not only given them employment and regular financial benefits, but also acts as a meeting place for members to know each other better. Besides receiving, demobilizing, and reintegrating ex-combatants into civilian life, the Demobilization Commission also receives minors returning from DRC. These are initially taken to Muhoza Child Rehabilitation Center, based in Musanze district. The center rehabilitates the children, educates, and helps them to resettle into ordinary life, including assisting them to reunite with their parents and relatives. The children are also taught technical skills that enable many to either employ themselves or get employment. Many are now working. The Commission also receives disabled ex-combatants who are categorized according to the nature of their disability and assisted to live a productive and sustainable life. All ex-combatants, whether disabled or not, are assisted to resettle and reintegrate in society. Due to the Commission's clear successes and achievements in reintegrating ex-combatants, where over 78,000 have fully been reintegrated and have sustainable livelihoods, many outsiders come to learn from its experience. Because of the success of the Commission, even foreigners who visit call upon Rwandans still in exile to return because the country is not only safe and on the development course, but they will also be well treated and assisted to resettle.
This program is your program. This is the Rwandese program, Rwandan management. This is a Rwandan center. This is your program. All the other programs tend to be assisted by external aid, by donors. Of course, the preferable one is the homegrown solution. The homegrown solution for their own people is more sustainable. You know your own people better. So of course it's the preferable solution. But unfortunately, other countries are not as well organized, nor do they have the resources that you have to organize this kind of a program. But certainly the lessons learned from here is applicable to also other countries.
The Demobilization Commission has achieved both in helping ex-combatants to resettle as well as advancing unity and reconciliation. To Chairman Ja Sainzoga, these achievements are informed by the principle of equal treatment of all ex-combatants. According to the Demobilization Commission's officials, the policy of treating all ex-combatants equally has roots in the principle of equal treatment of all Rwandans as national and blood brothers and sisters that the RPF fought for and eventually enshrined in the Constitution in 2003. It is this policy of equal treatment of all ex-combatants that has enabled 90% of all the demobilized to be fully integrated into the socio-economic life of the country. To the Commission, this equal treatment of all ex-combatants and where all Rwandans are inviolable is an important cultural value and fundamental principle enshrined in the Constitution that future generations should inherit and institutionally protect. In treating all ex-combatants equally, the Commission helps both put in practice the constitutional provisions while implementing Vision 2020 by assisting all ex-combatants to get sustainable livelihoods, largely based on education and vocational trainings.